Today, we're taking another close look at Apple's upcoming iPhone Fold, and this time the picture is getting clearer. More details are lining up. Display, cameras, pricing, all starting to feel less like speculation and more like a solid direction. And right at the center of it all is the one feature that will define this device: the foldable display. Apple is reportedly going with a 7.8-inch inner screen, and that's where expectations are highest. Earlier leaks hinted at something completely crease-free, but the latest update from Mark Gurman suggests a more realistic outcome, and it changes the conversation in an interesting way. Instead of eliminating the crease entirely, Apple has significantly reduced it. That might sound like a compromise, but it's actually a major step forward. With current foldable tech, removing the crease altogether just isn't feasible. So rather than chasing perfection, Apple seems focused on making it nearly invisible in real use. And that's what really matters. If the crease fades into the background during everyday use, scrolling, watching, multitasking, it stops being a problem altogether. On paper, it may still exist, but in practice, it could feel like it doesn't. And that sets the tone for how Apple is approaching this entire device. Moving to the cameras, Apple is making some very deliberate choices. Earlier rumors pointed toward a mix of punch hole and dynamic island, but that's no longer the case. The latest confirmation suggests a much cleaner approach, one that aligns better with how this device is meant to be used. There's no dynamic island here. Instead, Apple is going with a simple punch hole camera, and the reason is straightforward. There's no Face ID. Without that system, there's no need for the extra space. It's a cleaner look, and it keeps the focus on maximizing the display area. For unlocking, Apple is switching to Touch ID built into the power button. On a foldable, this actually makes a lot of sense. It's fast, reliable, and works naturally whether the device is open or closed. It's a practical decision that fits the form factor better than forcing Face ID into the mix. Under the display cameras, there were talks of under-display camera tech, but that's not happening either. Instead, Apple is sticking with another punch-hole camera. And honestly, that tells you everything about their priorities. No compromises on quality, even if it means avoiding newer, less mature tech. Under-display cameras still struggle with image clarity, and Apple isn't willing to risk that, especially not on a device at this level. If it's not ready for their Pro models, it's definitely not making its debut here. This is about refinement, not experimentation, and that carries into performance too. The iPhone Fold is expected to come with 12 gigabytes of RAM, alongside storage options of 256 gigabytes, 512 gigabytes, and 1 terabyte. That puts it right in line with Pro-level hardware. It's built not just for smooth performance, but also to handle Apple's growing suite of on-device AI features without breaking a sweat. On the software side, things get more interesting. When closed, the 5.5-inch outer screen behaves like a standard iPhone, but open it up and the experience shifts closer to an iPad, with proper multitasking and the ability to run two apps side by side seamlessly. Apps won't just stretch to fit either. Developers are being given tools to adapt layouts, including sidebar support for better navigation. The goal is to make everything feel intentional, not forced, and that balance between phone and tablet experience could define how usable this device really is. Under the hood, Apple is continuing its transition with the in-house C2 modem, reducing reliance on third-party connectivity. Battery-wise, it's a dual-cell setup, helping distribute weight more evenly, while improving efficiency across the larger body. Combined capacity is expected to land around 5,600 mAh. As for timing, plans have shifted. Instead of launching in September, the iPhone Fold is now expected in December 2026. Apple is also moving toward a staggered release cycle: Pro models first, then the Fold, and finally the standard iPhone 18 in early 2027, and that leads directly into pricing.